Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium.
Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
Oh, and that is incomplete. The Buccaneers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run here with Irvin.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's caught. Emeka Egbuka.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go, Shaq.
Looking to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding them to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Prater's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. They'll get this to about the 38. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. To the left side, he's got McMillan.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one lines up incomplete.
That is caught. Fighting through. He's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're good.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deuce Vaughn, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now gone. That one complete to Ligon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now gone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And the Panthers first down. A gain of 7. And the Panthers first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
180.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Goff. It's caught by Sanders. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
180.
A handoff running left, Brooks. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Brooks. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
They'll try again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, They were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They run out of the gun with Urban.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now it's second and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
Number 13. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
Complete to Tez Johnson. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
He's out of bounds.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll try and do this himself. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 12-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Panthers nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
48-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff.
Throw right side taken by Sanders.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football. Full half to be played.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
Oh, what a move.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70,
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Keep it rolling. 70.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Prater's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Prater's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready. Ready.
Young.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Red, cycle. Here we go. Set. Cut.
On play action, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Young will set to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
Ready, set.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Cut.
Young going to give to Brooks.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Yellow. 43.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here we go. Set.
Here is Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate them.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Black.
Now here's Young.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Here we go. Check go.
They start the drive with Vaughn.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
19,
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now back to throw. Touchdown!
Emeka Egbuka.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw, Young. Trying to lay one up deep. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Let's go.
Young to throw on 4th. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Running behind center with Vaughn.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Deuce Vaughn
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
And the Panthers first down.
Come on, set.
A gain of 15.
45. White.
First down.
Set.
Panthers.
Throwing, Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Nick Bonito. Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good hit at the end of that one.
On the
3rd down and 13.
Set, cut. Yellow, 43. Set, cut.
Now Young.
That is caught.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
Now a give to Brooks running right.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
In motion goes the tight end. Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy.
The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Young to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
11-yard line.
Again, a run with Vaughn.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at
the 18. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
70 Timberwolves.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So still 14 yards to go, second down. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Less than a yard.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the Bucs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And they will take a knee here.
Stephanie! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Buccaneers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss here.